Behind the badge of one of the UK's most powerful police forces lies a story the public was never ever meant to hear. Hidden cameras, shocking confessions, and a culture that, despite promises of reform, may be more toxic than ever. So, this is a summary of the undercover investigation inside the Metropolitan Police, and what it reveals will leave you questioning the very people who have sworn to protect us, the Britons, and everybody else. Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as ThatMomo5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So I am going to be giving you the summary into the BBC Panorama investigation carried out on the Metropolitan Police. So let's dive in without wasting much of your time. The Metropolitan Police, among the UK's largest and most high-profile law enforcement bodies, you agree with me, right? They have faced intense scrutiny in recent years. Allegations of institutional racism, misogyny, and homophobia have actually cast a long shadow over the force, prompting pledges of reform and commitments to cultural change. Yet, the question remains, has the Metropolitan Police genuinely turned a new leaf? A recent undercover investigation actually set out to find the answer, and its revelations are profoundly disturbing, and I'm going to be sharing a little bit of them with you, and some of you might find the words being used a little bit offensive, but I'll try and not use no. Anyway, over 7 months, this course of investigation offers a disturbing glimpse inside the Metropolitan Police. An undercover operative called Rory took on the role of a designated detention officer at Charing Cross Police Station in central London. Londoners might know this police station. Using hidden cameras, he captured the conduct and conversations of officers, exposing a culture that seems far from reformed. So, in this custody suit, where values are tested, the custody suite at Charing Cross Police Station operates around the clock 24/7, processing and detaining those who have been arrested. It is a high-pressure environment where ethical standards are under constant strain. Sergeants, tasked with enforcing those standards, play a pivotal role in shaping the unit's culture. Yet, this investigation that I'm giving you a summary about revealed troubling instances where these leaders appear to fall short. They fall and fall yakata. Okay? There are serial allegations. There was one especially troubling incident which saw sergeants appear to dismiss RAPE allegations outright. Their casual, dismissive reactions cast doubt on their commitment to addressing crimes against women and girls.
It could be that she's been raped from
This officer is telling them about a rape allegation that's being investigated. 2 male suspects have been arrested and booked in by another sergeant.
She woke up the first time.
Yeah, and that's
it was happening.
Yeah.
She's gone back to sleep, blacked out whilst it's still happening, and then she's woken up at 11 in the morning.
And then she's by herself then.
Was by herself and was like, why have I got no Tramadol on? I did not take those off.
I've got to be honest, I've gone to there before and can't remember taking the trousers off.
The sergeants don't appear to be taking the rape allegations seriously.
And she's woken up momentarily with someone holding her and then passed out again. Yeah, that's all she's got. Yeah. Well, she does give them some description, hasn't she?
Yeah, but that's of one. She's been unconscious.
Maybe one of them might be orange with green hair, obviously.
Yeah. And then Palumpa.
Yeah.
All right. Slightly taller though.
Girls, an area where the Metropolitan has already faced every criticism in the past. But these aren't just shocking words or actions caught on hidden cameras. No, it's not just that. They have real consequences. When officers dismiss rape allegations, use racist language, or brag about violence, the victims of those crimes are left doubtly betrayed, forced by their attacker and then by the very institution meant to protect them. So let's talk about the inappropriate and misogynist behavior. So the investigation further exposed blatant misogyny and deeply inappropriate conduct from a sergeant. His crude, sexually charged remarks toward colleagues fostered a toxic workplace and sent a dangerous message to the officers under his command. And this isn't happening in a vacuum. It's not a one-off, okay? From the murder of Sarah Everard by a serving officer to damning reviews describing the Metropolitan as institutionally racist and misogynist. These undercover findings fit a troubling pattern the public has seen before and they continue to see.
4.5 years ago, the Met was accused of failing to prioritise crimes against women and girls.
A Metropolitan Police officer has been arrested in connection with the disappearance of Sarah Everard in South London.
It followed the rape and murder of Sarah Everard by serving police officer Wayne Cousins. The Met commissioned an independent report into its behaviour and culture. Baroness Louise Casey concluded the force was institutionally misogynistic, homophobic and racist.
There is, without doubt, a discriminatory culture right across the Metropolitan Police. The Met is not able to assure all of us that its officers are of sufficient integrity and standards to be serving police officers, so it needs to clean itself up.
So, the Metropolitan Yard, where does the mask comes off? Maybe sometimes the station yard, used as a smoking area, became a crucial spot for Rory to engage with other officers and try to gain their confidence so he can enter into them to see what they actually do. Yet, penetrating the entrenched wall of secrecy was no easy task for the undercover investigator. Many officers withheld their true views and attitudes until they believed Rory the investigator was truly to be trustworthy and they can open up to him.
Whistleblowers have told Panorama that the Met still has a problem with misogyny and racism and pointed us towards Charing Cross Police Station.
You're handcuffed, Brave. I bet you're not. Oh, we got to suck him up.
The sergeant booking the man into custody is Joe McElvenny. He's an old hand with nearly 20 years' service in the Met.
Fucking Brave now, like handcuff Brave, isn't it? There it is. Right, let's see if you like that when the handcuffs come on, shall we?
A woman's just been brought in, arrested for being drunk and disorderly. She's wearing a fancy dress police uniform. Sergeant McElvenny seems particularly interested in her.
Awesome.
She's wearing a leather police outfit.
Stop. I've paid money to go to clubs and see women dressed like this.
Him. So, racism and discrimination. Views from behind the masks as the undercover investigator earned the certain trust of certain officers. They lose guard. Disturbing views started to surface. One officer, PC Martin Borg, openly voiced racist and discriminatory opinions about London's Muslim communities. The fact that such remarks were made while on duty raises grave concerns about bias at the very, very heart of UK policing.
Rory and PC Nielsen meet up again.
I tried to match his energy. I tried to make him feel I was more on side, just by agreeing with him, laughing along with him, making him feel that, you know, he could trust me.
Do you ever see any issues with Ukrainians?
Nah.
Exactly. So I don't mind them, because they're coming over here to work and to get away with it. Now, people coming from all Middle Eastern, they're just scum. And why is it just men coming over? Because it's an invasion.
Yeah.
God, we so lose our job right now.
Who do you reckon the worst one is then? Like, worst to deal with, like, people coming over?
So I've had quite a lot of Arabs. I've had quite a lot of North America, like the Algerians, they're scum.
We've had so many of them in custody.
I can't stand them. The Somalis are scum. The Somalis are they're fucking ugly.
Now, the use of force. The investigation uncovered chilling accounts of excessive force and abuse of power. In fact, there's a certain case, a sergeant was alleged to have punched a detainee who was already restrained. Another officer went so far as to boast about taking pleasure in hurting people in custody because they resisted them being fingerprinted.
Rory's supervisor, Sergeant McIlvenny, has authorised the detention of this man, arrested for possession of a flick knife.
Don't try and spit, you dirty bastard. Leg on the floor. Well, do as you're fucking told then. Do you understand?
He's there being restrained on the floor. I just see McIlvenny just draw back and punch into the back of the guy's hamstring.
Bring your feet up. Up.
They don't find anything else on him.
Really surprised.
What?
That he hasn't got nothing on him. Really surprised.
I saw a little dig in the back of the leg.
Sergeant McIlvenny ushers Rory into a corridor, away from the cameras and microphones in custody.
Be careful, DB could use support. Sweet. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't sound right if it's played back later.
If accurate, these accounts point to a shocking betrayal of professional standards and public trust. Guys, what do you think about this so far? Do let me know in the comment section, okay? So now the officers will gather at a club and some of these truths were revealed there. So they purged emerged as a key setting for Rory the Undercover to interact with officers in a more relaxed, off-duty atmosphere. Yet, even there, many remain guarded and wary of revealing too much to Rory because Rory is a newbie, so they don't want to say too much to him, okay? So, one of the most alarming revelations came from an officer who described how a sergeant, known by the nickname Stampy, stormed on a restrained detainee. The officer went on to claim that colleagues even discussed drafting a false MG11 statement to excuse the sergeant's actions. I'm going to leave the full meaning of MG11 here, okay? If the
What's the I'll say it now. I'm passing sexual offence. Complaint again.
No.
Oh, I'm going to get accused of that. I'm going to do it then. This for a penny in the pound, Brian.
Rory's been told an officer's been disciplined for tucking in another officer's shirt. The team appear to be joking about it. PC Sharky's on his first pint.
Going down for sexual assault, might as well go down for a weight. So you got about that one?
Mate, we had some whiskey. There's nothing.
Fills back my head. That was a bit. I've challenged myself. Wait, who can I fucking trust here? Hey, I ain't got. You're the fucking new boy. I'm the fucking bad boy.
Then one of the other officers starts talking about another incident. PC Sharky shuts it down.
The guy that pissed somebody I'm talking about that. I was going to shut the fuck up like that.
Trust is hard won here. Officers are cautious until they get to know new colleagues.
When you go out with someone new, especially on team, you don't know, you have to reset, you have to put the mask, or just speaking factual. And then when you get on with it, it comes off, and then the real you comes out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Someone new joins. Oh, no, God. You've got to figure them out, but you can't say.
That conversation says, right, new person, mask goes on. What impression did you get coming away from that?
My overall feeling was we've got a mountain to climb here because the level of secrecy is, I didn't realise how deep-rooted it was. I didn't realise how hard it was going to be to break into this culture. They're all holding back all the time unless they're absolutely certain that they can trust you.
Okay, if this is true, this alleged cover-up points to not only brutality, but to also a potential attempt to pervert the course of justice. Police perverting the course of justice, allegedly. There are disturbing views, okay? Another night at the pub exposed even darker behavior. After several drinks, PC Nielsen launched into a racist tirade against migrants and voiced disturbing Islamophobic views. His remarks were not only deeply offensive, but also cast serious doubt on his ability to police London's diverse communities with fairness or impartiality. I agree that that officer has to go.
Do you ever see any issues with Ukrainians?
No.
Exactly. So I don't mind them, because they're coming over here to work and get away with it. Now, people coming from all Middle Eastern, they're just scum. And why is it just men coming over? Because it's an invasion.
Yeah.
God, we so lose our job right now.
Who do you reckon the worst one is then? Like, worst to deal with, like, people coming over?
So I've had quite a lot of Arabs. I've had quite a lot of North America, like the Algerians. They're scum.
We've had so many of them in custody.
I can't stand them. The Somalis are scum. The Somalis are fucking ugly.
Suspensions and investigations. In the week of the investigation, okay, the Metropolitan Police has moved to suspend several officers and open internal inquiries. I would really love to know how that goes. The force has also referred the allegations to the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC, for further scrutiny. Experts and campaigners have long warned that toxic attitudes inside the Met are not isolated incidents, but part of a deeper culture. Even the force's own leadership has admitted to past failings. The big question really now is, will this investigation finally force real accountability or just more promises? Now, has anything really changed? Although the Met insists it has made progress in tackling its cultural problems, this undercover investigation, which I'm summarizing for you, indicates that entrenched issues remain. Racist and misogynistic attitudes may no longer be openly displayed, but instead they are going to push it underground, where they are even harder to root out, where they are even harder for people to see. Amidst the investigation being released by the BBC Panorama about the police investigation, the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, actually said something, and I'm going to add other posts of others that have responded to this if I see any, but it was the one from mayor of London that actually caught my eye, and I decided to insert it into this video. So I'm going to screenshot it and I'm going to put it here. So he wrote that when I was informed of the appalling police behavior that will be exposed by BBC Panorama, I knew it would be difficult to watch. Yes, I found it difficult to watch, but nothing can prepare you for seeing this kind of footage. It was sickening to watch police officers, those who are tasked with keeping our communities safe, display such blatant racism, misogyny, anti-Muslim hatred, and excessive use of force. I know that I won't be alone in feeling angry, disgusted, and let down by the actions of these officers. Since being informed about this matter, I have met with the Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner to discuss the horrifying events and further actions that need to be taken. I am quite clear there must be zero tolerance of this kind of behavior, a transformation in Met culture, and no hiding place for officers who abuse their position of trust. I can assure Londoners that I will continue to hold the Met to account as it makes vital reforms. I will not be satisfied until Londoners have the police service they deserve, one that is trusted and delivers the highest possible service to every community in our city. So that's that about what Mayor of London had to say. So in conclusion, a long road ahead it is, okay? The investigation's findings are deeply troubling and expose the urgent necessity for ongoing reform within the Metropolitan Police. While many officers serve with professionalism and integrity, a toxic culture continues to fester in parts of the force, eroding public trust and confidence in policing. And you guys, you ask, and I'm also asking, what can be done? 1. Relentless scrutiny and oversight. Independent investigations and transparent accountability are essential to holding the Metropolitan Police to the highest standards. Guys, if you agree with me, do let me know in the comment section, and you can drop yours in the comment as well. 2, driving cultural change from the very top. Leadership must actively foster a culture of respect, inclusivity, and integrity. And number 3, protecting whistleblowers. Officers must be able to report misconduct safely without fear of retaliation. If meaningful reform is to take root, they have to protect whistleblowers. The path to reform will be long and difficult, but it is one of the Metropolitan Police must commit to serve. If their duty is to ever truly serve and protect members of the community, they have to abide by these things. So, at this core, this isn't just about one officer or one station. It's about whether the UK's largest police force can be trusted to uphold the law without bias, abuse, or cover-ups. And if it can't, what does that mean for every community that depends on it? Guys, let me know in the comment section. This summary of investigation paints a troubling picture of what's happening behind the scenes at the Metropolitan Police. But now, I really want to hear from you. Do you think real reform is possible? Or are these problems too deeply rooted for a change? Drop your thoughts in the comment sections below. I will be reading and I will try and respond to as many of your comments as I can. And if you found this breakdown important, do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, so that more people can join in the conversation, and I shall see you in the next video. Alright? Bye.